Welcome to another deep dive. Today we're looking into something that sounds, well, almost too simple. The surprising power of just showing up.
Exactly. And we're digging into some notes and excerpts from a piece called The Power of Showing Up, specifically from a bit titled The 1% Shift.
Right. And our goal here really is to unpack what this material says about consistency, habits, and, how these really tiny actions can somehow break through resistance and lead to, well, big changes.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, so kicking things off, the material points out this common sticking point, right? That the hardest part is often just starting. We tend to wait around for, I don't know, a burst of motivation.
Exactly. And what's really interesting in these notes is the idea that maybe we've got that backwards. The source suggests motivation doesn't come first. It actually follows momentum.
Oh, okay, so you don't wait to feel like
Could
it.
you start?
Yeah.
And doing the thing, even small, that's what creates the feeling, the drive to keep going. It's like a positive feedback loop.
That makes sense.
Eh.
And isn't there that Zig Ziglar quote mentioned, something about starting?
Yes. It fits perfectly. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. It really hits that initial inertia head on.
And the source gives a really solid example of this, doesn't it? With James Clear. Before Atomic Habits was huge, what was his approach, according to this?
Well, the notes detail how he started really small. His commitment was just publishing 2 blog posts a week. That was the habit.
Just 2 posts, not aiming for a viral hit or anything.
Nope. The focus was pure consistency. Just showing up, writing, hitting publish, twice a week. Simple as that.
And the material argues that tiny, consistent action repeated over time is what built everything else. The audience, the blog's success, eventually the book deal.
Right. It snowballed. Atomic Habits came from that foundation of just showing up consistently, not from some massive initial grand plan. He aimed for consistent, not necessarily big,
So the core message we're pulling from the source material seems pretty clear then. Big change doesn't really come from giant leaps.
Not usually, no. It really boils down to those tiny, consistent actions compounding. And importantly, the goal isn't even doing them perfectly.
Ah, that's a key point.
Right.
So it's not about nailing the workout or writing the perfect page.
Right. It's just about doing the thing, however small or imperfectly. Just showing up is the win. You basically make the starting line incredibly easy to cross.
Okay, and the source had some examples, right, of how small we're talking.
Yeah, really practical ones like meditating for just 2 minutes, not 20, just 2.
Or writing 1 paragraph.
Exactly. Or even just, putting on your workout clothes and stepping outside. You don't even have to do the full workout initially, just the first tiny step.
Makes the friction almost disappear.
And that leads right into what the material calls the 1% shift challenge, which is something for you listening.
Right, a direct challenge based on these ideas. So
Yeah.
the concept is pick one area, just one place where you feel a bit stuck, maybe.
Just one. And the commitment, it's tiny, derives straight from the source material. Just show up for 5 minutes in that area.
5 minutes. That's it. Like the examples given were doing 10 jumping jacks.
Yeah, or watching a quick 5-minute tutorial online about something you want to learn. Or cleaning just one shelf if you're feeling overwhelmed by clutter.
It really drives home that takeaway, doesn't it? You don't have to tackle everything at once. Just show up for that little bit.
That's the essence of it.
Now, the material wraps up with a thought that really sticks. Something about discipline.
Yeah, it says, discipline is remembering what you want. Which sounds simple, but connects everything.
How so? How does that connect back?
Well, think about it. Every time you do one of those tiny actions, the 5 minutes, the 1 paragraph, the 10 jumping jacks, it's not just getting something done. The source implies it's like casting a vote.
A vote for the person you want to become.
Exactly. You're building evidence for your desired identity with each small act of showing up. It reinforces what you really want long term.
So connecting all these dots from the source, this whole 1% shift idea, the start of real change, it doesn't need some huge lightning bolt of inspiration.
Nope. It really just comes down to deciding to show up today.
So maybe the final thought for you, reflecting on this, is that the biggest hurdle might not be skill or even desire, but just making that first tiny move. What small thing will you choose to just show up?
If you love this episode of the 1% Shift and want more bite-sized motivation to transform your life one small step at a time, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode. And if you're ready to take the next step in your journey, click the video right here. It's packed with insights that will keep you growing, shifting, and showing up every day. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about getting 1% better every single day.